Okay.
Ma'am. That's what he said. Yep,
Can you
ma'am.
state your full name?
Barry Stephen Whittemore.
All right.
Don't bark.
This is case number 2024 MM 32112. All right, so you are here on a first degree misdemeanor. It's listed as a violation of injunction for protection regarding domestic violence, but
Yes, ma'am.
I read it more as a violation of no contact order for a DV related case.
Yes, ma'am.
But you know, you all can advise me otherwise. But anyway, it's a first degree misdemeanor. You do qualify for the public defender, so I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Oh, he don't have his lawyer no more.
He probably got rid of it.
Let's see. And state, what was your position? I just want
$10,000.
10,000.
10,000, yes.
Okay, okay.
It's all
That's $1,000.
So may I address you?
All right, I do just want to say for the record that, you know, Mr. Whittemore, you have 3 pending cases. They're all misdemeanors.
Yes, ma'am.
One of them is the battery domestic violence that was pending.
Has anyone contacted the state's attorney's office?
No, has anyone contacted the state attorney's office at all?
No.
Okay.
No.
So, battery DB was back on May 26th. It's still pending. They're still deciding whether or not. But the allegations here, this is what I want to share with you. It's hard for a court to decide what bond to set when someone has not followed the orders of a court.
Yes, ma'am.
And you heard what I said in the beginning about
Yes.
the no contact, and you know, and you can't go back. And even if, and you know, the alleged victim in this case actually was a defendant in my courtroom a while back, so I'm familiar with some of the issues she's dealing with too. So,
We're both alcoholics.
Okay.
I've already contacted Duncan Christian Academy. It's a rehabilitation place,
okay,
and it's 11 months, 29 days. And you don't get a phone call, you don't get TV, you go to church, you go to work,
sure.
you eat. And as soon as I take care of this court, my son's taking me down there.
Okay.
And you can order it, and
But I
I'm
just,
going to be there.
I
I will
appreciate
take
that.
it.
Glad to hear that you're working on that. But
out of my truck.
you know, like I said, Mr. Whittemore, this is hard for me to figure out what, if you know, if you're just going to disobey what the court has ordered and just do what you want to do, then it's a really hard situation for me because you know.
You say you won't, but you
If you could
do.
just
So.
assure the court why you're going to stay away from her in the future.
Because we're both alcoholics and it's a toxic relationship. We both lost our spouses after 27 years of marriage.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. So, and yeah, you two being together is probably not a good situation right now.
No.
Not at all.
That's what we're doing
Let her
exactly.
work on what she needs to work on, and you work on what you need to work on. So, and you hear me, like, even if she reaches out to you,
Yes, ma'am.
you've got to, until the case is resolved, it's not forever, it's just until the case is resolved. And, all right, so,
I'll be
defense,
back.
did you have a number that you
Judge, I'd
want to
like
give him? Or
if you choose to address the court
Okay.
with what's affordable to you or your family to push toward a surety bond. Not a story, just a number.
$100,000, so $100,
No,
just like last time.
that'd be $1,000.
And as soon as I get out, I got to take care of the other case, and then I'm going straight to Dunklin. I got a place to stay right down the road here.
So you'd have $500 to put down toward a surety bond? Just 100.
Yeah,
Well, you
I
said
heard you
place
wrong.
down here.
And I will go to Dunklin, and I will not go back to the residence except for get my belongings.
Okay. And he is a pending DUI, pending battery DV, and I think a pending drivable license, but it's all misdemeanor matters, but,
I've got the DUI. I believe the court date's on the 16th, and I looked it up, and it says it's on a Sunday.
no, it would never be on a Sunday, so,
That's what I thought.
No further argument, Judge?
all right.
Here's your bond.
Okay, James gonna go back to the
Okay, you have a plea set on July 15th, that's a Monday, 15-1-5.
Okay.
That's a Monday, and you have a plea set, it'll be a different judge, it'll be Judge Koenig, because he's taken over.
The domestic violence?
No, that one is the DUI that I was looking at, so.
Okay.
No, but anyway, you, talk to your attorneys. They'll keep you up to date with all of what you have going
With
on.
Sullivan.
Because you got a lot going on, so.
I know, so I gotta go to Duckland.
All right, so,
I mean, it's almost a year, 11 months, 29 days, and there's no contact with nobody. All I can do is write my son.
all right. And Steve, you said 10,000 was what you were asking for, right?
1 0.
That's what I thought. Okay. I wrote it down that way, so. All right. So I do think that is appropriate. I hear you. I hear you very much, Mr. Whittemore, but like the others before, or the other gentlemen before you,
Yep,
you have
that's it.
3 pending cases already. And I'm not revoking those bonds, but please understand that the state attorneys in those courtrooms could motion the courts in those cases
Yes, Your Honor.
to revoke bond and keep you in custody until all these cases are over. So
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to go ahead and give you a bond, but that's on the assurance that you're going to
That's
follow the
$10,000.
conditions that we put in
Yeah, that's
place,
almost
that are
$500.
already in place on that case, okay? So $10,000
No,
bond,
the lawyer did.
no contact
Yeah, $100.
with LT,
It was 100.
no return except one time with law enforcement officers. So you gotta call the Melbourne Police Department, arrange it ahead of time, get your belongings. I don't know, can you go stay with your son?
Yes.
Go somewhere else.
My son, the road.
If that's a good situation for you, go
No,
to
I'm
it.
not gonna be able to bond that. I don't have $2,000.
All right, well,
That's 10% of that. 1,000. I don't have
you are
$1,000.
set in front of me
$1,000.
July
Yeah, I need it
15th,
now.
at 9 o'clock for an arraignment.
going?
So you got a public defender that works in my courtroom. You can always,
Plus,
when
you
you
can say
talk
you
with that
can't get
person,
out.
they could motion the court for a bond hearing where we'd have more time to verify a lot of the things you've said and/or,
Yes, ma'am.
but today's,
I'll verify
for
it. You
today,
ain't coming here.
with all the cases you have pending right now,
No way.
10,000 is what I'm setting it at. So,
Okay.
all right, I will see you July 15th.
$1,000.
Yes,
Ain't
ma'am.
nobody gonna pay
Thank you.
$1,000 to get in there, I promise you.
And
No.
she goes and finds him again on
July
the
15th
15th.
in this case, the case you're standing.
That's the DUI.
I thought it was July 15th. You might have it July 15th, and that's okay. If you have court dates, they'll bring you to all the courtrooms you need to. Okay? All right. All right. We have